The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's time for the Chieftains on your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Hello and good afternoon. Welcome into Eudora High School in Eudora, Kansas. We are ready for regional postseason action once again here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. We are following the Lady Chieftains all the way, hopefully, in a deep postseason run. It starts today. First pitch in their first matchup. They come in as the 6th seed in the number 3 regional slot of the bracket at Eudora. They will be taking on the Labette County Grizzlies in this contest. Shortly after that, Eudora versus Topeka Hayden, and then the winners of those two games will compete in the regional championship game with a place at state on the line. We remember how much fun it was last year doing the regionals for the baseball. It's now the ladies' turn, but my goodness, that was such a fun run last year. Hoping to repeat some of that magic this time around.
Yeah, no question, especially the finals. As you remember, partner, that exciting home run by Super Sam Clydesty. And not only that, but we beat the Miege Stags, which was just a little more icing on the cake. So, and then made a run clear to the state finals. So hoping to do the same thing with the ladies here this year.
Yeah, still today, one of the highest viewed, if not the highest viewed, live stream on Tonganoxie Sports Live. That was just a terrific time last year. Hoping to have more of the same here today. And we looked over the regional bracket. 2 spots have been claimed already. There's been some weather throughout the area, so some games like Tongie's regional group and the Atchison regional group, so the regional 2 and 3 groups postponed till today. Regional 1, the number 1 overall seed, the Wamego Lady Red Raiders, they took care of business. They punched their ticket to state. And then the 4th group, a little bit of a surprise here, the number 12 seed, St. George Rock Creek High School, coming in 9-11 overall in the year. They pull off the upset against number 4 seed Ottawa in the regional championship, so they punched their ticket to state. So a little bit of a Cinderella run there as well. And to be determined, these final 2 spots, like we have all the action here, and then up in Atchison, they are the 2 seed as they will be hosting Iola in their first round matchup, and then we'll take on the winner of Independence and Fort Scott, 2 very tough softball teams in the bracket. Tongi, though, I think you got to look back at the way that this season has gone. It's been a little bit of a streaky run, like we talked about. They started off really hot, dropped a couple of games, went on another winning streak, lost 4 in a row. They finished the season 13-7. They had that regular season sweep the last time we saw them against Jeff West back at home on May 8th, and now they come in here the 6th seed, so they just missed out on one of those top 4 seeds for regionals, but they come in as the 6th seed in a very favorable, I think at least, favorable matchups. First against Labette County, coming in 11-9, so compared to 13-7. Maybe on paper, a little bit neck and neck, but I think the Lady Chieftains are coming into this contest expecting to move on at least to the regional championship.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that, partner. I tell you what, the other thing is 4 of those losses for the Lady Chieftains were to some really tough competition. You know, the number 1 seed here, the Eudora Cardinals, and then the Bonner Springs Braves. So, you know, 4 of those losses, and Bonner Springs is at a higher class level too. So
yeah, Bonner Springs and Piper, both that. Their other 2 losses coming from Ottawa as well. Actually, in the one matchup that we have on Eudora, Tongi came out victorious. That was the very first broadcast we had here at this very same field earlier in the year. And just like in that one, it's going to be Sage Isaacs inside the circle, and she had a terrific outing last time around against the Lady Cards.
No question. She's on the bump again this afternoon, and we will probably see Farrah Halsa in the championship game if the Lady Chieftains can punch their ticket in this game.
Exactly. You gotta focus on what's in front of
Don't
you
look
right
ahead.
now. Cannot look ahead, especially in a 6 and 11 matchup. So hopefully we could be talking about the Lady Chieftains making another trip to Salina. It would be their first trip since 2018, my senior year of high school. So it's been a little bit of time. Obviously 2020, there was no tournament year there. 2021 came a little bit, just a little shy, same as last year. Now looking this time around to punch their ticket in as they are getting introduced to the crowd here. A little bit of a light crowd, but also on a Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock, it's maybe a little bit of expected. I think that's why we're here. So all the fine people, maybe whether if you're at work or you just couldn't make it, whatever the case may be, we are here for everybody. So we will have this game here. If Tonganoxie is to win, we may or may not stream the second game. We'll just wait and see on that between Eudora and Topeka Hayden, but we definitely will have the regional championship game between Tonganoxie and the winner of that second game. That will be taking place roughly about 25 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Worst case scenario, if Tonganoxie does not make it out of the first round, then that will be it. We will not have the second game. We will not have the regional championship, just like last year in regional for baseball. But hopefully we have a full day here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We are settled in. We are ready to go, and the top 3 of the order will be coming up next here for Labette County. Let's run through those starting lineups real quick.
Yeah, number 5, Rewinkle is leading off. O'Brien is in the 2-hole. Dewey is in the 3-hole. Weeson, is that right?
Yeah.
Is the cleanup hitter. Good is in the 5-hole. Beery is in the 6-hole. Juan is in the 7-hole. Dickerson is in the 8-hole. And Ludwig is batting 9th. And for the Lady Chieftains, we have Herrera leading off. Vandervoort hitting 2nd. Garcia hitting 3rd. Clarkson in the cleanup spot at 4. Halsa in the 5-hole. Booker in the 6-hole. Warbeck in the 7-hole. Maslak in the 8th hole, and Crane is in the 9-hole, and Isaacs is playing flex and is on the mound.
So a pretty traditional starting 9 there for Tonganoxie. Head coach Stephanie Whitman-Stanton. She keeps the lineup pretty much the same all throughout. The only big changes really are probably about pitcher and at third base.
And here we go.
Just like that, first pitch is in there, and it's for...
I think it's low. I think he called that a ball.
This is always the other kind of thing with these softball matchups is the umpires that you deal with. Some are a little quicker on the calls. Some you got to wait, give them a second or two, wait and see if they raise their left or their right hand, whichever one they feel like.
Yeah.
Count even up now after that foul tip. Next one from Sage is popped up. Vandervoort calling for it out here in center and brings it in for out number 1. Already 1 gone in the inning, and we'll have O'Brien stepping in next with Dewey on deck.
She's a lefty. She's batting left, which is interesting because she's listed as the shortstop.
Takes a soft swing at that one over the glove and a base hit. Maslak just couldn't bring it in with her glove, and it's a 1-out single. Keep the order rolling for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, it was one of those half swing jobs, and it just dropped over the infielder.
Back-to-back lefties in the lineup as this is Dewey. A runner on first, 1 gone. Showed bunt. And she's going to take second on the steal. The throw in from Santi Garcia behind the dish. Bounced into second. And now a runner in scoring position with 1 out.
Yeah, it was a nice scoop by the shortstop there. Another lefty. See if she bunts her over. Nope, she's swinging away. Oh.
And that one is down into the corner. Clarkson couldn't get to it. One run's going to score. They'll hold Dewey up at second. And the Lady Grizzlies take a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. That one, no doubt.
Yeah, that was a line drive.
Hopping over to the fence. Clarkson just couldn't get there in time. Well over her head, ripping it, and the lefty pulling it down the first base line. 1 run already scored. Steps in Wilson in the cleanup spot, looking to get Dewey home. And this was something, if you remember, last time we were here and Sage was inside the circle against Eudora, as this one's popped up. Maslick over at second brings it in for out number 2. That Isaac, she had to deal a lot with a lot of runners in scoring position at second and third base, but what made that start so special is that she was able to settle in and not allow those runs to come across.
She had some really key strikeouts, too.
Yes.
That was huge. Swing and a miss there.
This is number 20, Keely Good, one of the couple of freshmen in the starting lineup for Labette County. Another one popped up. Maslick coming in and brings it in for out number 3. Grizzlies get 1 run. They strand another one at second. They have the early 1-0 lead. Top of the order next on Tonganoxie Sports Live for the Lady Chieftains.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
We roll into the bottom of the first. Labette County striking early. It was an RBI double for Dewey. Brought across the run. She could not make it further than second. Back-to-back pop-ups to Emerson Maslick at second base. As we head to the bottom half, it's Herrera, Vandervoort, and Garcia. The first 3 due up for the Lady Chieftains. Clarkson in the cleanup spot at 4. And they will look at Lily Beery, the junior. Herrera watches the first pitch fire in there a little bit high for a ball. Because typically, whenever the Lady Chieftains, they get out in front early and finish games, that's how they like to do it. This one over to short, throw over in time, so shortstop grounds out to shortstop for out number 1. Kylie Vandervoort will step in, try to give it a shot. First pitch she sees from Beery's.
There you go.
Slapped the other way, right to the right fielder, in through her glove, and she's going to put her head down and run over to second. Throw is just a little behind, but she's in there safely. And that's a big hit there. You going to credit that a double or a single and an error?
A single and an error.
That's from our official scorekeeper of Tonganoxie Sports Live, obviously not the official scorekeeper of the game.
Don't hold me to that.
Nonetheless, Vandervoort is at second. An aggressive approach so far from the Lady Chieftains. No shocker there. They'll have to get up there and attack.
Santi had a good rip at that pitch. She fouled it straight back, so she was on it. Oh, that's a good pitch there. Inside at the knees. Nah, she's got to protect.
Can't locate it much better than that. An 0-2 count runner at second. Beery delivers just a little inside.
Like to see Sante get it to the right side.
Pulled that one just a little bit foul past the third base.
Well, we have a beautiful day for softball. It's 81 degrees.
Do we ever?
Very light breeze out of the east-southeast. Shouldn't affect these girls at all.
No, whatsoever. Plenty of sunshine to go around. A strikeout swinging there for Santi Garcia. 4 out, number 2. Runner still at second. A tying run is at second. A big spot here for Abigail Clarkson.
Yeah, we saw Abigail short hop the fence the last couple times. Hopefully she can do that again here and get that run home.
Takes a big cut at that one. Foul tip for strike 1.
Looks like she went after the off-speed pitch.
Yeah, she has come so close a couple of times on live here. If she just had a little bit of a higher launch angle on them, I mean, they would skim over the fence. She's had a couple that have hit the top of the fence or one hop the fence.
Yeah, she had one that was a line drive that was about 1.5 feet down from the top of the fence. It would have been way out of there because it took no time to get there.
And that was another screamer. Actually ricocheted off the light pole. Another one that she probably wouldn't be able to do again if she tried. Quickly behind 0-2. Now back-to-back foul tips.
There she goes.
Gets a hold of this one. Out to the outfield for a base hit.
That's
They're going to send her around. It's a tie game, 1 apiece. Trying to advance up to second. It's over her head. Coming around to third. They're going to hold her up there. Labette County scrambling around. This is a tie ball game, and the go-ahead run is at third for Tongi. A 2 out. RBI for Abigail Clarkson.
Yep.
Looking to keep it going. Farrah Hulse, the third baseman. Down low for ball 1.
Be nice to see Tongi get this run home and take the lead. Ooh.
Next one in.
Look, that's going to be foul.
Yes, it is. That's been kind of the signature for Lady Chieftains softball when they were going to state tournaments just about every year. That was the standard. It was always timely hitting.
Yeah.
No matter what. Another one, yanked foul. Good distance on it, though.
Yeah, she's a little bit early on that.
It's back-to-back ones that she's gotten a really good hold of. She's got to try to find a way to straighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, she's been able to barrel it.
Just any hit into the outfield to get that runner from third home. Next one on the way is popped up. Right fielder right in front of us. Call for it. It's off her glove. Abigail Clarkson will come around to score. And Farrah pulls into second. Another 2-out RBI hit for the Lady Chieftains. Go up 2-1. I'm not sure she lost it in the sun or was just in not the right placement. You saw her had her glove up there, maybe trying to shield some of the glare of the light of the sunlight.
Well, she didn't get a very good jump on it. I don't think the sun was in her eyes because it's kind of behind her and to the left.
That's what I was thinking. Nonetheless, for Tongi, you never apologize for your opponent's mistakes. This one right to the left fielder, and she brings it in. 4 out, number 3. Tonganoxie answers with 2 runs of their own as they have the lead 2-1, heading to the top of the second. Next on Tongi Sports Live.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's gonna kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I can do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
We are back live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Jordan. Lady Chieftains reclaim the lead 2-1. Runs coming across the plate in the first inning for both teams.
Yeah, you got Beery leading off here with Juan on deck and Dickerson.
Got her chasing at the high pitch for strike two.
Same pitch. She didn't check.
Yes.
Didn't chase it that time.
They learn from her mistake. Next one in from Isaacs, low, popped up.
Should be caught.
Vandervoort out in center for out number one. Just like the top of the first, it's a fly out to center for the first out here in the top of the second. Carly Wong, number 21.
He's the third lefty that we've seen today.
Swings and misses at the first pitch she sees, 0-1.
Let's have Sage get in a groove here. Like we've seen her do in the past. That should be caught.
Skied high. Maslick called off by Vandervoort. Good communication there.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say that. We've talked about time and time again that typically the way it goes on an in-between fly ball is the infielder should go out until they're called off, and that was exactly what happened there. We could hear it.
And you knew as soon as it would hit, you could tell it was getting out of the infield, but not quite deep enough into the outfield. So that was going to be the big question: who was going to take charge? And it was Kylie out in center. Great communication.
She did a great job there.
Sage looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Another one. Popped up.
It'd be out of play, looks like.
Carly Crane running for it along with Herrera, but it goes over the fence. And you know, if you're Sage, you give up one run in the top of the first, come back, your team gives you two more runs in the bottom of the first. You
want to set
a little bit of a cushion,
yeah.
Exactly. Want to try to keep the momentum and the hot bats coming up to the plate in the bottom half as much as you can.
Like we've said many times with Sage on the mound, she gets the ball and she works quickly. And I tell you, from a defensive standpoint, your defense behind you really loves that.
There's a foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike two. Next one on the way. Another one. Send into the air, and it gets down for a base hit right in front of Kylie out in center.
And I think she made a good decision there to play that on a hop, because if she had laid out for that and it got by her, then the runner would have been in scoring position. It brings up Ludwig, the right fielder.
High pitch for ball one, near eye level. Another one. Brings it in. Savannah Booker over from first. A scoreless top of the second for Sage and company. New order coming up next on Tongi Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Seven, 8, 9 up
Well,
next.
Vorbeck is the designated player, so it may be Maslak, Crane, and Isaacs. No? Okay.
It should be
Yep.
Vorbeck, Maslak, and then Crane.
That is correct. Isaacs will not bat. Well, she had a rip at that.
Back-to-back foul tips to the fencing, 0-2.
Yeah, it looked like the same pitch and the same swing.
Trying to get out of this 0-2 hole. Next pitch in from
Oh,
Berry and
hit her.
eclipse her.
Taking one for the team there off the shoulder.
Lady Chieftains get the leadoff man on. Stepping in now is Emerson Maslak, the second baseman.
She's made some nice plays at second today already.
Mm-hmm.
Get down,
Smacked
get down.
hard into right field, this time bringing it in without any trouble for the first out. It's number 30, Alexa Ludwig, another freshman. We saw her have a little bit of trouble on the shot from Abigail Clarkson in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, not hit deep enough for Vorbeck to advance to second. That brings up Crane.
We now have official program, so we have a first name, Carly Crane. Freshmen's all over the place in both lineups.
Yeah.
So far today, playing in a regional semifinal. I think that's pretty good. Tries to lay a bunt down, but it's a foul tip. They're trying to advance Vorbeck up to second.
Yeah, I was wondering when. And you know that's not a bad play because if she can get if Crane can get her in scoring position, get Vorbeck in scoring position, you got the top of the order coming up. She'll take it off now with 2 strikes.
Trying to stay alive. Rips at that one. Just couldn't connect for the strikeout and out number 2. Vorbeck staying at first. After getting a leadoff man on, back-to-back outs here. Back to the top we go, Mariah Herrera, who grounded out to short.
Yeah, we got to watch her playing guard on the basketball team this fall.
Throw over to first, and it gets away.
She's not going to try and advance, though. Didn't get far enough away.
Ludwig over from right, coming in, back up. keeping that softball close to first base. Trying to keep this inning alive. Next pitch into Herrera, another one. Foul tipped, and it will go out of foul play over the right field fence.
Like to see Herrera get it to the right side. She had the right idea there, to trying to advance that runner in the scoring position. Oh, she took a strike on the inside corner there, so now she's down in the count.
A pretty good pitch placement there for Beery,
It
too.
really was, yeah. And he's given that inside plate, part of the plate. Oh, there we go. Get
Smacks
in.
this one, and
Stamp.
it
Oh,
will
and a
get
spire.
down and past the center fielder.
Yep. That's
Scrambling
huge.
for it near the fence. Vorbeck will come around to score from third.
Look at Herrera.
Herrera will pull into
Stand
third.
up triple. Well, yeah.
No matter how you score it, it's 3-1 Tonganoxie.
I'm going to give her a double.
So just like that, with the runner at first and 2 outs, a costly error, the second of the game in the outfield for Labette County, as this one's chopped over to short, throw over to first.
Got her.
In time, keeping the foot on the bag. Nonetheless, Tongi, they add one more to their total, making it a 3-1 ball game heading to the third.
Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. And now get occupational therapy in the office or at home on an outpatient basis. Call 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
Tonganoxie adds another run in the bottom of the second. They had 2 in the bottom of the first, making it a 3-1 ball game. And again, they benefited from an outfield error from Labette County.
Sage throws in a nice first pitch strike to Rewinkle, who flied out to center field her last time up.
Inside part of the zone, not catching it that time for 1-1.
Yeah, we talked about that too, partner. How many, the last game we did with her on the mound is how many first pitch strikes we saw. That ball well struck.
Good air time, and it gets down between Vorbeck and Crane. The throw coming into the infield. It's a leadoff double. Addison Rewinkle, Jr. And with nobody out, it's a good chance for the Grizzlies to cut into this 2-run deficit they are in right now.
And got a lefty up. See if they'll play small ball here. Yep.
Caton O'Brien puts the bunt down, but fouled off. Might try it one more time.
Yes, he's taking a hard look at her coach. See what they have on here. That caused the Tongi infield to move in a little bit. Oh, there's one of those swinging bunts, as I like to call them.
And it gets down underhand basket catch by Carly Crane for out number 1. Holds that runner at second, more importantly.
That's a good out right there.
Yeah, how about the confidence be coming in with the underhand on the glove?
Yeah.
And bring that ball in. It sometimes will drive a coach crazy, but got the job done there. This one bounces to the dish, throw it over to third, have her in a pickle, but she retreats back to second in time.
Yeah, we got Dewey at the plate who doubled home a run her last time up.
Next pitch.
Oh.
And another one. This one gets away, and that'll allow Rewinkle to move up to third easily as Santi couldn't keep it in front of her.
That's the first wild pitch I can recall from Sage.
And back-to-back, not so good-looking pitches. That one finally recorded as a wild play, a wild pitch. Excuse me.
Now you got that runner in scoring position with one out.
Prime spot here for the Grizzlies with one gone. Next pitch in there for a called strike. That's much more like the Sage we're used to seeing as she gets
those first pitch strikes.
Gets some encouragement from Kylie out in center. Next one, swung on opposite way, and it will get down, and the Grizzlies will come one run closer. It's a 3-2 game with one out in the top of the third.
Yeah, she just stayed with that pitch and served it back the way it came and did a nice job. That brings up Wiesen. She popped out to second base her last time up. Could take another one of those right here.
Shelby Wiesen, he's senior. Chops this one over to third, but foul.
Yeah, we're in the third inning, partner. We have not seen a strikeout from Sage, and that's unusual, too.
I was just thinking the same thing. I would say we've seen her start at least 3 games now on Tonganoxie Sports Line, and I would say with each one of those games, she's had at least 4 or 5, at least a handful.
Well, she had one that was,
Gets down right in front of us in the outfield. Runners were held up for a moment, hesitated to go to third, but now goes.
They're going to.
Got a pickle here, but the run's going to come home to score out at first, but this is a tie ball game with 2 outs. And Tongi deciding not to throw to home. Try to get that runner. What were you seeing on that play, partner?
Well, first of all, we had an error that caused that run to score.
At least more in the pickling. Do you think the throw should have been to home there?
Well, I don't want to second guess Coach Whitman, but typically what you do as an infielder there in that situation, you run at the runner at third and get them in the pickle. When they've committed to going home, you run right at them. Shorten that distance for the throw. That's typically how you do that. That's how I was taught. The Lady Chieftains just wanting to get that out.
Yeah, it was just a odd kind of sequence of events there. She saw the runner that was at first for Labette County. She kind of was hesitating to see if that ball was even going to drop into the right center gap here, and then she kind of made up her mind last second to go to third, and then the batter was running to second. It was in that pickle. She decided to make the mad dash to home. There was no contest.
Well, and that the decision has to be the cutoff man, and that was the second baseman. So when that cutoff throw comes in, she's got to look at the base runners and make a decision. And she chose to get the pickle instead of the one going to the plate. So we got a tie ball game again.
Base paths are empty. 2 gone, top of the third inning. Isaac's having a little bit of a rough time trying to find the zone here right now. Next pitch into the batter. Another one rolled foul along the third base line.
And this is good. She popped out to second her last time up.
Beery, the pitcher, on deck. As this at-bat has drawn out.
Yeah, Good is the 5th batter to come to the plate this inning. Tongi needs to shut him down here.
Next one at this at-bat, another one. Both third and through, so advantage goes to Good. She wins that battle with Sage, and a runner is on with 2 outs for Beery.
Yeah, that was a solid base hit in the hole at short. Beery flied out to center fielder last time up. She hit the ball pretty well, though.
Sage trying to put it in this top of the third inning. This 2-run top of the third inning for the Grizzlies. This first pitch is foul tipped by Beery. It was behind in the count, 0-1. Sage set and deals high and outside for a ball.
You got to go back to that play, partner. And the reason you're taught as an infielder to run at that runner committing to home is because the only thing the runner at first can do that you had in the pickle is get into scoring position. The one at third is going to score. So that's why you do that. Beery grounds out to short to end the inning.
It's a 3-3 ball game. Bottom of the third next.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back at the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
From its native roots to the bustling community it is today, Tonganoxie's past is as unique as its future. With small-town charm and big city amenities, Tonganoxie is the ideal place to grow a business and grow a family. Just 20 minutes from both Lawrence and Kansas City, Tonganoxie is perfectly positioned. Take an afternoon and come explore Tonganoxie. To learn more, go to tonganoxie.org.
Bottom of the third action here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We are deadlocked right now, 3 runs apiece. Got a good one here, and while we do have time, I did want to congratulate all the seniors at Tonganoxie High as they had their graduation this weekend, and then for Savannah Booker, Kylie Vandervoort, and Lacey Douglas, the 3 seniors on the softball team. Congratulations to them.
And I'll congratulate my partner for graduating from KU on Saturday and Sunday.
By some miracle, I imagine. It's been a fun and busy weekend for just about everybody in the Lawrence and Tonganoxie areas. Always leaves you when you wake up Monday morning or Monday afternoon. In my case, I was pretty exhausted.
Yeah, it was. It was a fun but tiring weekend.
Yes,
no question about it. Santi Garcia struck out swinging her first time up. Fouls that one out of play.
You know, for everyone on the team, while it is now technically their summer break, as the off-season fall training camps will be revving up in June, you know they would love to spend their next weekend coming up in Salina. I think we all know that.
Oh, yeah, no question. These seniors would love to extend this run. They'll forego their summer break until this run is over. Good shot.
Right over the glove of the second baseman. It's a leadoff single for Santi Garcia.
Well, that was a nice job right there. Leadoff single. Now let's see what Coach Whitman chooses to do here, because you got the cleanup hitter in there who singled her last and scored her last time up. Well, she'll have her bunt or swing away. We'll see here on the first pitch.
Let's see what she shows.
Yeah.
Swinging away.
Well, and since that's why I brought it up, that she's the cleanup hitter. You probably don't want to take the bat out of her hand here.
No.
Because she could hit a gap really easily and score her from first anyway. Sante's got decent wheels.
Popped up, and it'll go out of play over the Tongi dugout. Yeah, I'm back to that thought we were talking about, the foregoing some of the summer break to make the trip to state. This would be the group that a lot of these upperclassmen, especially the 3 seniors, they were freshmen in that season following the last trip to state. So nobody on this team outside of
hit by pitch.
Coach Whitman and staff.
Take it.
Yeah.
Don't rub it, Abigail. She's not. She's just shaking it.
Trying to
Atta
shake it
girl.
off, and the umpire stepping in. Good job here by Blue, giving her a little extra time, walking up the first base line, shaking it off. That definitely, that's.
It hit her right on the elbow. That does sting.
Out of all the places, it's not pleasant to get beaned by a pitch, but
Oh, no.
out of all the places, you want to take it either on kind of the butt or kind of the meaty part of the leg, the thigh, whatever. But the elbow, that's one of the last places you want to take it. This one out towards center.
It should advance the runners. Here's the play at third.
Throw is off. Santi slides in safely. A good throw might have gotten her.
Yeah.
A tough throw from center. That's Addison Rewinkle.
And good heads-up base running by Abigail Clarkson. She saw the throw go into third, which meant second base was open, and she took it. Now you got 2 runners in scoring position.
And only 1 out.
Yep.
Big spot for Savannah Booker, who last time we saw her sent one over the fence in that second game against Jeff West, a no-doubter over the fence. Home run.
She flied out to center her last time up, so hopefully she can find a hole here and get these 2 RBIs in.
She has a knack for coming through when it's kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty, and the Lady Chieftains, they need a big extra base hit or get an RBI or 2. Savannah Booker usually finds herself in the box, and she typically likes to come through. This pitch is high for a ball.
And I believe that was a game-winning run, too, when she homered. Lady Chieftains held on and won that.
Yeah, in that second game. Strong swing, but it goes foul over the dugouts into the open field, 1-2. Yeah, that was the home run last week that really kind of got that roll started in the second game to eventually spreading Jeff West. Checks her swing this time for a ball. She brought that stride leg up like she was planting to go around. Beery trying to battle here. Runners at second and third, 1 gone. This one into Booker.
Wow, that looked high.
And so now it is evened up. Looked like 2 apiece, so my apologies on that. A 2-2 count. Got to protect here. Beery steps on the rubber and delivers to Booker in there for a call. No. Okay, so a full count. Called it a ball.
I don't. He put his right arm out like he was going to ring her up.
I agree with you.
Yeah, the bases are juiced with nobody out. Oh, 1 out.
1 out. Yep. We will take it.
Yeah.
The designated player, Jordan Vorbeck. Plenty of ducks on the pond. This one foul tipped.
Yeah, she was hit by a pitch her last time up. There's no place to put her here, so she's going to have to pitch to her.
But she can also take one for the team and
bring
a run across that way.
She will get an RBI. If those that were wondering if she would, if you get hit by a pitch and force it on a run, you get an RBI.
Now tipped into the stands it goes. Yeah, that would be kind of sucky. You get beamed by a pitch, and you don't even get credit for the RBI. That'd be kind of sucky.
You know, even if you walk, you get an RBI.
Either way, try to break this tie right now. Bottom of the third, 1 out. A 3-3 ball game. Next one to Vorbeck is low for a ball.
Yeah, really need to get at least 1 home.
Still a hitter's count, 2-1.
So you can barrel 1 up here. Oh.
Took a good cut at it, but out of the zone. Or strike 3. Okay, I got it.
That brings up Emerson Maslak, who flied out to right her last time up. Hopefully she can find a hole here.
This is one of those key moments in the game
where this could be a defining moment right here.
Yeah, if it doesn't end up going your way in the end, you look back into these kind of innings where you have bases loaded and only 1 out in a tied portion of the game.
Yeah. That was a timely strikeout for Berry right there.
Big spot for the freshman, Emerson Maslak. Next pitch she sees is high and outside for a ball.
I keep thinking one of these pitches like that's going to get away from the catcher. Could score a run that way, but the catcher's doing a nice job of sparing those things.
1-1 count. Next one from Beery. Doesn't catch the zone. 2-1. I think Beery, you can tell she really wanted that pitch.
Yeah, she did. It was close.
Foul tip will get out of play. Evens the count 2 apiece.
Emerson was a little late on that pitch. Fouled it off to the right side.
Beery 1 strike away from getting out of a major jam here. A bases loaded 1 out jam.
Yes, that would be a big boost for this Labette group.
Grounder goes foul. Emerson staying alive.
Yeah, the more pitches you see, the advantage swings to the hitter.
Next one from Beery.
Oh, that was the same pitch he called the ball a minute ago, but he's been given that low inside strike. Being consistent. Emerson couldn't have done anything with that pitch anyway but ground it out.
Walks the run home. How about it? And Tongi, again, with 2 outs, they will get a run across. And they take the lead 4-3.
Emerson will get an RBI on that walk.
Now, last pitch from Beery, well outside the zone. The one right before that, though, there were a couple times in that at-bat where there were some pitches from Beery that really looked like could have rung Maslek up. But nonetheless, Tonganoxie, they will get a 4th run across and 3 innings of work.
Yeah, and that brings up Crane, who struck out swinging her last time up.
Bouncer, and she boots it. 1 run comes, another one, heading to home and safely. And again, Tonganoxie taking advantage of the Lady Grizzlies' mistakes. It's a 6-3 ball game.
Yeah, that was a ball that should have been handled by the second baseman.
Trying to play it off the bounce, a difficult play, but one that should have been manageable, and it was just booted by the second baseman.
I need another pencil. I'm out of lead.
And now it's like the head coach for Labette County strolling out there right now trying to have a chit-chat with her pitcher in the infield right now. We head back up to the top of the order with Mariah Herrera. She will step in, 2 outs. A 6-3 contest. Lady Chieftains in front. And I believe now that would be 4 runs coming across via the air.
Yes.
By either the outfield or now the infield of Labette County. 3 separate times. And air in right field and air in center. And now a costly 2-run error by the second baseman. That's number 28, Lindsey Dickerson, the senior. Herrera trying to keep the inning going here. Solids this one. Foul tip off the pitcher's glove. They have a hard time getting in the outfield. Another run comes across for Tonganoxie. It is runners at second and third. And the Lady Chieftains are starting to bust this thing wide open. Now it's as simple as just keep the line moving. At this point, center fielder Kylie Vandervoort, her 3rd at bat in the game. And now I think maybe the question is for Labette County, how much longer do you leave Beery in the game in a win or go home scenario here?
Yeah.
And another hit into the outfield here could plate across 2 more, making it a potential 9-3 ball game and a 6-run deficit. And against a pitcher in Sage Isaacs, who traditionally throughout the season, what's
going on here?
Yeah, Coach Whitman asking the same thing. Mariah Herrera and Warbeck, I mean, they're standing at third and second respectfully, and they're trying to talk over Labette County. I mean, they've jogged off the field. They're getting ready to bat again. Umpires. Traditionally, you have 2 umpires in the field, but for postseason games, occasionally they put out 3. They're talking over it right now.
I don't know what happened.
Labette County's off the field. They're ready to bat. The 2 runners on base for Tongi, they're still there. I think we're maybe trying to talk about, is she checking her swing? And I'm not too entirely sure. They called.
Looks like Labette County's coming back out on defense, so.
Well, now their head coach.
She's wanting an explanation too.
Yeah, they looked pretty confident that that was the end. I have not seen anything like that before, especially at this level.
That was Vandervoort, wasn't it? That's at the plate, yeah.
Yes, it should be.
Yeah, it must have been because I think the home plate umpire was asking for help on the check swing. Must have been what it was.
So we resume play. Carly Crane is at third. Mariah Herrera is at second. 2 outs. Kylie puts a charge into this one. The center fielder brings it in, and now Labette County will run off the field. Base runner for Tongi will come into their dugout. It's a 7-3 ball game. Top of the 4th up next on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502. For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
So now we start the top of the 4th right away swinging, and Herrera brings it in. 1 pitch, 1 out to get things started in the top of the 4th. And partner, go ahead, do us the duties. Give us a recap of that bottom of the 3rd.
Yeah, the Lady Chieftains were able to score 4 runs on only 1 hit. You had 2 walks and a hit by pitch and 2 huge errors.
4 runs on 1 hit in a regional semifinal game, as this one looks like it boots her on the foot. So a hit by pitch there for Sage.
Yeah, it sounded to me like it maybe a hit or bat, but guess not.
So that was Dickerson. They got on. Number 9 spotted is the right fielder, Alexa Ludwig.
Yeah, and this is the bottom of the order. You don't really want to be giving them free passes.
Drops foul out of place. Vanna Booker was booking it, trying to bring it in, but just grazing the fence.
Hustled over there, but couldn't quite get to it. Ludwig popped out to first base her last time up. She just almost did it again.
They may tied her up a little bit there on that swing, getting in inside on the hands.
Yeah, she's way late. See if Sage can get one by her here.
And still looking for her first strikeout of the game after 3 innings of work.
There you
Perfect
go.
timing right there. No. Whoa.
There was 2 foul balls, was there not?
That must. I'm guessing this umpire's indication for a ball.
Must be.
I'm guessing.
What in the world?
2-2 now. Usually if it's a ball, they don't do anything. If it's a strike, you got the hand motion. This one, without a doubt, swing and a miss. First strikeout.
The first strikeout. Had a good time here. That brings up the top of the order, and Rewinkle, she's flied out to center, and she doubled and scored a run her last time up.
Now 2 gone in the top of the 4th inning. A pop out and a strikeout. We go back to the top. Good location there.
Well, I'm trying to figure out this umpire. It looks like if it's a strike, the right hand goes higher. If it's a ball, the right hand goes low. Let's see if that ball hit well. Should be caught.
In the center. Kylie under it for the 3rd out. It's a scoreless frame. Top of the 4th inning. Lady Chieftains have a chance to add on to their 7-3 lead up next.
Whether you're an athlete looking to get back for another big win or you're just trying to win at life, Dr. Adam Ludwin at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy can get you back in the game. Dr. Adam has the tools and skills to have you feeling your best in no time with chiropractic adjustment, physical therapy, cupping, taping, muscle scraping, on-site x-ray, and more. Lose the pain and win the day at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy, now open in Tonganoxie. Book online at winchiropracticst.com or call 913-214-1020.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
Ready for the bottom of the 4th, and still have Lily Beery, the junior, inside the circle right now.
Yeah.
7 runs have come across. Is there only 3 of them being earned so far? Is this one?
I think so. That's
ripped out, center fielder brings
nice
it in
catch.
on the run. A nice catch.
Boy, Sante give that a ride.
Getting pretty close to the warning track there. That's Addison Rewinkle in center. Good play by the young lady for out number 1.
That brings up Abigail Clarkson. She was hit by a pitch. Her last time up, singled in the 1st, and she scored 2 runs. Oh, lined it out to the shortstop.
Didn't even give me time to move the camera over quickly. 2 outs in the 4th inning for Tongi.
That brings up Farrah Halsa. She singled in the 1st inning and flied out to center in the 3rd.
Swung on right in front of us, and this time can't bring it in. Rewinkle, as it gets down, had her glove in the area, but just a little too far out of reach. It's a 2-out double for Farrah Halsa. Yeah, and this seems to be where the Lady Chieftain offense just seems to thrive with 2 outs in an inning. They love to go to work here, and now Savannah Booker.
She walked and scored her last time up.
This one out into left field, and that is the 3rd out. Swung at the first pitch she saw. It is still a 7-3 ball game after 4 innings here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
Hey, I'm Mike Rowe, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig.
And I'm Mike Rowe, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt.
It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright.
Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do.
And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done. Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
Top of the fifth action, a bunt is laid down.
Good job there by the third baseman.
Farrah also, yes.
Letting that thing go foul. She'd have picked that up, she'd have had no chance to throw her out. And I was just going to mention, partner, we still have Sage Isaacs on the hill here. You would think, they're all on a pitch count. I don't know if Coach Whitman would think about maybe replacing her and saving some of that pitch count for maybe the championship game.
Well, I was kind of thinking about that too because we saw that happen earlier in the year, and I believe it was that game, that doubleheader we did against Bonner Springs, where Sage, she had a quality start in game one and the loss. This one over to Maslick, over to Booker for out number one. But in that second game of that doubleheader, Farrah also really had a rough time. We talked about in that first inning, 15 batters came to bat, like I think 12 runs came across the score. So Whitman came out and put Isaacs back in the circle as she had pitches to spare in her pitch count.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that
we'll see after this inning. I think she wants to get through this fifth, and then we'll see what happens.
Right. Because, if this bracket plays out like it should, where top seeds move on, you'll be, and granted, if Tongi holds on here, so this is all just assuming at this point, not necessarily a guarantee, but if they hold on to win and they face the defending 4A state champions in Eudora, who they beat earlier in the year in a single-header matchup, I think you might like to have the option to where if Halsa maybe doesn't have her best stuff today or the Eudora just has her number, you can still have Sage come in, give you a couple of innings, just depending on where her pitch count's at. I think it's something at least worth considering and keeping an eye on.
Yeah, no question.
Because really, outside of those two, at least you and I, for when we're doing these live streams, we have not seen any relief pitchers or anyone else step in there outside of Halsa and Isaacs. So I think it's definitely worth a note, no doubt. Swing and miss at the low pitch there for another strike.
Yeah, this is Dewey. She singled and scored her last time up in the third. So let's see if we can get her out here.
That one low. Let's get away. And a one-out walk.
Like we've said many times, there is no defense against a walk. That brings up Wiesen. She was the one caught in a pickle after right fielder made an error.
Sage get the hit early, 0-1 count. It was that crazy pickle play where it was between first and second. A runner originally was at third, decided to go home. Santi, you saw her, was trying to signal to him to say, hey, throw here. We're going to have a play at the plate, but it was not given. But Tongi answered. They got four more across in the bottom half of that inning. So
they were fortunate. It didn't bite them yet. So those types of plays can be the difference between winning and losing.
Yes. And there's been a couple moments in this game where we've said that this is the kind of moment that if this game doesn't go your way, you look back at this very moment.
Yeah.
So we had that bases loaded 2-out scenario. Maslick ended up drawing the walk, and then a couple of things happened. More runs coming across the score. Same thing can be said for Labette County, too.
Absolutely.
If you're sitting here in a 7-3 game and you have 4 unearned runs come across.
Yeah.
This one ripped.
That's in the gap.
Into the outfield. That runner will hold up at third.
That's a clean double.
A chance to cut in here even more now for the Lady Grizzlies.
That brings up Good. She singled her last time up, but was stranded at first. There comes Coach Whitman. This will be interesting.
I don't believe this is a take her out of the game. I think this is just going to have a chat with her. I talk strategy over with her. And real quick, I do want to take this time, too, while we do have a moment, in case if anyone's been following along, the Lady Chieftains are in action today. The boys were in action yesterday. And they were in the regional group with the number 1 seed, St. George Rock Creek High School. They faced Wamego in the first round. They had a lead in that one, a 3-run lead. Unfortunately, weren't able to hold on. They dropped in the first round to Wamego 8-7.
Yeah.
And Wamego would then go on to lose to St. George Rock Creek. So you got Rock Creek, the number 1 seed, Paola. They're going to state for the 3rd time in a row. Chanute and Fort Scott, another tough baseball team. So just a quick update on the boys portion. After making just that terrific run last year. And I think if you ask Coach Loomis, I think I've heard him maybe talk about it before, but you know, the type of pitching when you had that rotation last year of Davenport and Owen Welsh out there, just that lethal 1-2 punch, and they also had some relief pitching as well. You put Garrett Goldbeck in there.
Right. Yeah, Goldbeck would come in from short in relief and do a nice job too.
They were just a little bit thinner on that relief, at least on the pitching side. We're just
Yeah.
a little bit thinner. You know, still were very competitive. Had a great season, a great group of kids. This one over near Crane, but it goes out of foul play.
Yeah, the Lady Chieftains, you know, they really don't want to be all that concerned about the runners in scoring position now with a 4-run lead, but they really need to get the out. But if they have a chance to cut it off at the plate, I'm sure they will.
Louis Byers swing and a miss.
Big strikeout right there.
Strikeout number 2 on the game for Sage.
And in a critical place, you know, there's runners in 2nd and 3rd and less than 2 out, and she gets the K. That's really a great time for a strikeout. That brings up Beery. She flied out to center and grounded out to short her last 2 times up.
She's trying to help herself out here a little bit. Let's see if she will come back out to pitch her 5th inning of work. Already 4 in the book. And 2 runners at 2nd and 3rd, and she's going to bring them home. One will score, they'll wave around the other. It's a 7-5 ball game with 2 outs in the 5th.
Huge hit by Beery there. Anytime you're scoring runs with 2 outs, that's pretty good.
Just with ice in the range, I mean, not shying away from the moment just like that. I mean, it's a brand new ball game.
Yeah. Well, I think that we'll decide that Sage will probably finish this game, being a 2-run game now.
Gets ahead of this batter, 0-1. It's Carly Wong. It goes foul under the glove of Booker, and still ahead 0-2.
One popped out to shorter last time up.
Right back to Sage. Toss over to Booker, and that brings it in to the top of the 5th inning. Grizzlies add 2 more runs. They come within 2. It's a 7-5 game. Bottom of the 5th next on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Coverage rolls along here, bottom of the 5th inning. It's a little bit more interesting right now. A 7-5 contest, 2 runs added at the top half of the inning. A big 2 RBI, just single, right, from Beery? Yes.
That brings up Vorbeck, who has been hit by a pitch and struck out. She did score when she was in the 2nd inning after being hit by a pitch. See what she does here in the bottom of the 5th.
Swings at this one and bringing it in. Looks like the shortstop for out number 1. It's Caden O'Brien.
That brings up Emerson Maslak, who walked and scored her last time up. So
that was in that big spot, 2 outs, bases loaded opportunity.
Well, so far, you know, like you said, partner, I am not the official scorekeeper, but I've counted 7 Lady Grizzly errors so far that the Lady Chieftains have benefited from.
7?
Yes, sir.
7 errors, and I know they've gotten at least 4 runs across off those. I mean, that's just an absurd number. I think Grizzlies 11-9 on the season. And usually when you, but if you would have told the head coach, if you would have told the team that, hey, you're going to have 7 errors,
and only be down
4 4 runs are going to come across for Tongi because of those errors, and it's going to be a 7-5 ball game heading into the bottom half of the 5th inning. I think
feel pretty fortunate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think for Tongi, I think you got to realize that too, that you take away those 4 runs earned off of the errors, so there's a swinging strikeout or Maslak for out number 2, whereas maybe the Grizzlies now starting to build some momentum up.
That brings up Crane. She reached on an error her last time up by the 2nd baseman.
First pitch swinging, a slow roller over to second, underhand toss to first in time. A 1-2-3 inning, just what Beery and company needed after they added 2 runs in the top half. Looking to add on more. They still trail 7-5.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Well, we had our first baby.
It is beautiful or handsome.
Oh, it's a boy.
We're interested in life insurance.
And we bought a bigger car.
Bigger car. Here is your plan. Goodbye.
When protecting your future, count on a human. Only a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent will sit down with you for a super check and together create a plan that works for you. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
And Sage starts the top of the 6th inning with a first pitch strike. You have the 3 up, partner?
Yeah, the Dickerson, Ludwig, and Rewinkle. These the 8, 9, and 1 batters.
Popped up right in the Sage. He comes a couple feet outside the circle, collects it for out number 1. And like that, the Grizzlies now down technically to their last 5 outs of this game. They trail by 2. We talked about it just briefly in case you're just now joining us in the bottom of the 5th inning. 7 errors, at least so our scorekeeper has counted. 7 errors, 4 of those runs for Tongi. 4 of the 7 coming across via some of those errors.
Right.
And only be down by 2, like we talked about. They've got to be feeling very, very fortunate right there.
And Ludwig is at the plate now. She's the right fielder, and she struck out her last time up and popped out to the first baseman.
Swung and foul tip out of play. Yeah, and you give credit to Labette County, too. I believe all their runs have come across earned.
No, there was maybe. I got 1 unearned run.
Got 1 unearned?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, nonetheless, when things were looking real bad, they were down 7-3, and looked like the Lady Chieftains were starting to put this thing in cruise control. I think really something that's been a big factor, and we haven't been talking about it a whole lot, is this one's grounded to Herrera. It's going to be a tough play, and the runner beats it out, and a bad throw over to first, but the runner's going to stay there.
Yeah, well, that's a base hit because Herrera fielded that really deep in the hole at short. She really had no chance to throw her out. She probably should have put that ball in her pocket.
Yeah, just the speed of the runner sprinting down the line, there's just no way. On a baseball diamond, sure, but
well,
not on softball
she's
diamond.
in a situation like that when the shortstop was running away basically from first base, and when you make that, she had to get rid of it quickly, so she really couldn't get her leg planted, her plant foot, to make a strong throw. So she did a good job getting rid of it, but she really had no chance to get her. And this is Rewinkle. She has flied out to center, doubled and scored in the third, and flied out to center again in the fourth. So she's up here in the top half of the sixth.
And with Ludwig on first, she represents the tying run at the dish.
Yep.
She can square one up. This one,
that's down.
Solid hit right in front of Crane in left field. Runners at first and second now with only one out as the Grizzlies looking to mount a comeback here, potentially tie this game or take the lead. Again, as I was alluding to a little bit earlier, something that we talked about so much with Sage is how really when the game went on, she seemed to just get better and stronger.
Oh, no.
Laid down bunt and a bad throw. Costly mistake there. One run's going to score. Runner will hold up at third. And now a hit into the outfield can give the Grizzlies the lead as they are at second and third, and Isaacs can't believe it. It's not been her best outing so far today. It's a one-run game, 7-6. Still only one out.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position.
That was O'Brien that just got that hit. Now this is number 22, Audrey Dewey.
And Dewey walked and scored her last time up.
This one skied out to center. Kylie coming in for it, brings it
Play
in.
at
They're
the
going to
plate.
send that runner home.
She's
Good
gonna be
throw
out.
from Kylie. She is tagged out at home. It stays a one-run lead for Tongi, 7-6.
That's huge. Nice job.
And how about that? What are we doing? They're going to talk about it here.
Wow.
It looked like a clean tag at home. And I think that's what they're sticking with. And so if I am correct, then they're going to, the play will stay as ruled. Vandervoort catching the fly out to center for out number 2. A one-hop throw to the dish to Santi Garcia puts the tag on.
Yeah.
And the runner trying to tag up from third beat her by pretty much a mile. I mean, it was not even close.
She was dead on arrival. Well, the Lady Chieftains need to get some insurance here. And they have the top of the order up in Herrera, Vandervoort, and Garcia.
Which is absolute madness here in the top of the 6th inning. Labette County, they get one run closer, a 7-6 game. We will step aside for 30 seconds. You are watching Lady Chieftains Softball on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
And Now it is time to add on some insurance runs. A 1-run lead for Tongi. The bottom of the 6th, so Labette County down to their last 3 outs. Winner will move on to play in the regional championship game later on this afternoon and early evening.
Mariah takes 2 strikes, just looking right there. And the last 2 times she's reached on errors by the center fielder and by the third baseman.
And this is exactly what you want if you are the Lady Chieftains. You're up by 1. You're looking to add on another run or 2. No better time to have the top of the order up here. Herrera will go down with the grounder for out number 1. And Vandervoort will step in next. And as we talked about, a perfect play by her, watching the ball into her glove out in center. Runner trying to tag up from third. She threw her out by a country mile partner.
Yeah, she did a nice job on that. And what I like, fundamentally, she set up under that fly ball and had her momentum coming forward when she made the catch. So it made her the velocity on her throw much better to the plate. That's just another fundamental thing. As an outfielder, you want to be able to be coming in on the ball if you have someone in scoring position.
I mean, one hop into Santi's glove,
too. It was
too.
A perfect throw. There's no doubt.
One ripped foul. And just a beautiful play from your center outfielder. I mean, I think it's those kind of moments that's exactly what you expect her to do, and she did just that.
She did what she was supposed to. Just like you draw it up. Cold strike. Callie flied out to center in the 3rd.
This one taken inside. Beery, after being roughed around within the first 3 innings of work, she has really settled in as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Tongi offense trying to get going here once again. Next pitch on the way, swung on over to short. Collects it, 1 hop, throw over in time for out number 2. The top 2 batters in the top of the order for Tongi set down via the ground out. And now is Santi Garcia, who put a charge into one her last time up. A nice play from the center fielder, Rowinkle, running it down in the left center field gap, almost getting near the warning track. Swings at this one, and again, coming out right in front of us. Rowinkle brings it in, so Tongi cannot add an insurance run. They will head to the top of the 7th, a chance to punch their ticket to the regional championship as they lead 7-6.
Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
And this is always the exciting thing. You love, as a player, you love to be in these games. As broadcasters, you love to call these kind of games.
Oh, yeah.
You're 3 outs away. It's the top of the 7th inning. It's do or die time now for Labette County. They have rallied and showed some major signs of life later in the back half of this game, especially in the past 2 or 3 innings. For the Lady Chieftains, they are 3 outs away from punching their ticket and competing in the regional championship game, and they will take on the winner of Eudora and Topeka Hayden, the 3 seed in Eudora and 14 seed in Topeka Hayden. This matchup here, Tongi, the 6 seed, and Labette County, the 11 seed.
Yeah, Wiesen is at the plate, and she doubled and scored her last time up. Sage is falling behind.
And this is the middle of the order, 2, 4, 5, and 6 due up. Good on deck and Beery in the hole.
Good pitch there by Sage.
Trying to get back in this count after falling behind. Next one.
That's a charge in that one.
And it hops off the fence. Vandervoort, the throw back in, but it's going to be a leadoff double, early trouble, as the tying run is in scoring position for Labette County. And that one, just a little bit more into it, we would be tied at 7 apiece right now.
Yeah, she put a charge into that one.
Shelby Wiesen, the senior.
That brings up Good. She struck out swinging last time. It'd be a good time for Sage to get another one. They're playing small ball, which is smart.
Advance the runner to third, and the out cannot be made at first. It's in and out of the glove. Throw it home. We are tied at 7.
Now we're going to have a pickle.
It's a tied ball game now.
Oh, she's safe getting back.
My goodness. A defensive catastrophe here for the Lady Chieftains. The throw to Booker was in plenty of time. It was just in and out of her glove. Couldn't quite squeeze it in there. And this might do it. As this looks like this is actually Santi Garcia, so Whitman not making her way out. This is the players. I think you like to see this.
Oh, yeah.
The players coming in, not the coach coming in, but the players, the infield coming in. Trying to say, let's buckle down, bear down, try to keep this a tie game right now, and let's walk it off.
Yeah, the Lady Chiefs has given away one of those runs on an error, as we've talked about earlier.
Clarkson
should be caught. And
for out number 1. That's a fly out to right field for the first out here in the top of the 7th, as both teams are tied, 7 runs apiece. And a trip to the regional championship game on the line. It's up for grabs. Kylie, 2 flyouts in a row, and 2 quick outs. And give all credit to Labette County, too. I mean, they were down 7-3. They were quite literally trying to give this game away. They just couldn't handle themselves in the field. Error after error after error.
And that brings up the second baseman, Dickerson, who popped out to the pitcher her last time up.
They have stormed back a 4-run deficit, have washed it away. The tying run coming across the plate in the top of the 7th inning.
And it was definitely an unearned run. So that's 2 that the Lady Chieftains have given up.
Blew it by her that time for strike 2.
Good pitch by Sage there.
You can tell that one had a little extra zip on it.
Yeah, I think that had a little bit of anger behind it.
Trying to close it out here.
Yeah, 2 quick strikes. Strike her out.
So at this point, I'm going off the reaction of the dugout to see if it's a ball or if it's a strike. I honestly cannot tell. Next pitch on the way from Sage.
Nope, that's a ball.
It is outside for a ball.
The right arm is low. And I tell you what, we need a scorebook for these, or a program for these umpires so we know how they call balls and strikes.
Popped up in the air. Santi not going to have a play on it. It's over the fence.
Give it a look.
For those wondering, it's going to be Clarkson, Hulsa, and Booker. The next 3 up, the heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6. For Tongi, this one ripped right to Garcia. Collects herself, throw over to first in time. Good play to bring it into things in the top of the 7th. We are tied 7 runs apiece. Lady Chieftains trying to walk it off into the regional championship.
Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. And now get occupational therapy in the office or at home on an outpatient basis. Call 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
Bottom of the 7th now. Abigail Clarkson, first pitch swinging, and it's a ground out for out number 1. As we talked about, Breer, she has really settled into a groove here. It's been a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings as the Tongi Bats have starting to go cold.
Yeah, the Lady Chieftains haven't scored in the last 3 innings, so let's see if we can get this winning run home.
Farrah Hulsa comes in, rips
fair ball.
This one
That's a fair ball.
Into left field. She's going to charge into second and will be in there standing up.
Stand up double.
Big play there for Farrah Hulsa.
We'll see what Coach does here.
Yes, this is the big question here. I mean, do you try to play small ball with Savannah Booker in there?
Well, there's already one out. If there wasn't one out,
you'd say yeah?
I would say yeah, but I don't know that you take the bat out of your hand of your 6-hole hitter. She didn't square to bunt there, so base hit wins it for the Lady Chieftains.
They will move on to the regional championship. Next one is fouled off along the first base line.
Yeah, she squibbed that off the end of the bat.
Jordan Vorbeck, the designated player, on deck. Sun starting to peek through the clouds here at Eudora High. It has been a beautiful afternoon for softball. Next one from Beery is fouled off again to the open field.
Booker's been way behind those last 2 pitches. Booker has flied out twice and walked and scored. She could be the hero here with a base hit.
Must be running low on softballs, having to bring that one back in from the field just so we can continue play. Dusting off the rubber inside the pitcher circle.
Don't see that very often.
Got a little time to kill, why not? Game-winning run at second in Farrah Hulsa. Next pitch to Booker is taken for a ball. See the second baseman running over, trying to keep Farrah at second base the best she can. The next pitch is on the way, swung on,
Ooh,
but
foul.
foul. Booker staying alive here, eating up a lot of strikes.
Spoiling some good pitches.
Mm-hmm. The longer you're drawing the bat out, the odds are you're going to get a pitch
you can handle.
And yes.
Another foul ball. Now she needs to find a hole.
Got to protect here. Next one is low. Good eye. You can really feel the tension really starting to build up here.
Emotions riding on every pitch now.
And she draws the walk. Ball 4. Runners at first and second now with one gone. Now Jordan Vorbeck steps in.
She's been hit by a pitch, struck out swinging, and has popped out to short.
I mean, she is due.
Absolutely. Just a little knock here will send the Lady Chieftains to the regional finals.
First pitch swinging
Nice
over to
play.
third, steps there, across the diamond, double play.
Wow.
A rally killer for the Lady Chieftains, and we are heading into extras in this regional semifinal matchup. Let's play 8, they say. We'll be back on Tongi Sports Live.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. And now get occupational therapy in the office or at home on an outpatient basis. Call 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
Apologize about that brief pause there. We're back. Extra innings for the first time here on Tonganoxie Sports Live this season.
I think we've got a pinch hitter, number 5. Oh, no, not number 5. Maybe this is Ludwig. Maybe she's going to hit. I thought they were going to hit for her. She singled. Yeah, she singled and scored her last time up, struck out, and popped out. Good pitch.
At 0-2 is Sage. Only 2 strikeouts, Sue.
Yep.
Calling this game. Both teams have plated 7 runs. That went in low and inside.
Her strikeout in the 5th inning, though, was huge.
That led way to a 2-out, 2-run single from Beery. This one right back to Sage. Over to Booker for out number 1. And now, again, this is a point, we've mentioned it so many times, but at this level, you got to keep in mind the pitch count.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to leak into extra innings here of how high is that pitch count for Sage.
Well, it's probably going to preclude her from pitching anymore today, I would think. That brings up Rewinkle, the center fielder. She was the one that was thrown out at home after she singled the last time.
And the beautiful throw from Kylie Vandervoort out in
yeah.
center. One hop into the glove of Santi Garcia. She finished it off, throwing her out, got her by at least 3 or 4 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Off speed in there, in the zone for strike. And pretty simple at this point when you hit extras. I mean, it's literally win or go home. You know, for Tongi, they're going to be moving on to the championship game. They're going to be walking their way off there. This one fouled off into right field, off the fencing, and a foul ball. The next one from Isaac.
Struck her
Got
out
her
looking.
looking. Backwards K. Put it in the ledger. 2 gone in the top of the 8th.
It'll bring up O'Brien, the shortstop. She reached on an error her last time up, grounded out in the 5th, flied out in the 3rd, and singled and scored in the 1st.
Taking a running half swing at it, but fouls it off for strike 1.
It's the same thing she did her first time up. You see Abigail Clarkson come in a few steps after looking at that swing. Like she was going to do it again.
Look down to the first base umpire, say he did not go around.
Well, that was close, though.
Mm-hmm.
See, there it is again, but she didn't get enough of it.
Maslick calling off.
Good job.
Brings it in. Top of the 8th, scoreless for the Grizzlies. Another chance for a walk-off coming up next on Tongi Sports Live for the Lady Chieftains.
Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
From its native roots to the bustling community it is today, Tonganoxie's past is as unique as its future. With small town charm and big city amenities, Tonganoxie is the ideal place to grow a business and grow a family. Just 20 minutes from both Lawrence and Kansas City, Tonganoxie is perfectly positioned. Take an afternoon and come explore Tonganoxie. To learn more, go to tonganoxie.org.
It's going to be 8-9-1 due here for Tonganoxie. Maslak and Crane before going back up with Herrera.
Maslak struck out swinging her last time up. She walked and scored in the third and flied out to right field in the second inning.
Berry, just like Isaacs, going the distance here in first inning of extras at Eudora. As the Lady Cardinals and Topeka Hayden wait as their game will take place 25 minutes after conclusion of this one. As this one has popped up, it'll go foul out of play. Of course, the winners of this game and the game after will meet in the regional championship with a trip to Salina next week on the line and a chance to compete for a state championship. The top 4 in the East meet the top 4 in the West. Swung on and just blowing it by her. Maybe got a foul tip, but right into the catcher's mitt for out number 1.
It'll bring up Crane. She's grounded out to the second baseman in the 5th.
Allow it off the bat, but into the back fencing for a foul ball, strike 1. And now it's just that the big question now is for either team, who's going to step up and who's really going to take control of this game and make a moment. Of course, we all remember last year in the regional championship for baseball with their backs against the wall, the big home run blast from Super Sam Clydesty gave the Chieftains the lead and eventually the win over Bishop Miege. This one grounded to second, had trouble for a minute, and throws it away. They're going to run her around to second, and she will be in there safely. And that could be the gift that the Lady Chieftains have been looking for. Carly Crane makes her way up to second via another error.
The 8th one.
And how poetic would it be after the Grizzlies have been playing error-free baseball for the majority of the past 3 or 4 innings. Now in the bottom of the 8th, and a chance to walk it off for Tongi. Looks like we might have a pinch runner coming in for the Lady Chieftains. Gives the Grizzlies a moment. They will, infield will come into the circle, talking over with Lily Beery. Yeah, if you're the head coach for Labette County too, I mean, you had to think entertaining the idea of at least pulling Beery after they went down 7-3 after leaving the 3rd inning. But keeping her in there, and she has really settled into a groove. Now another one popped up and brought in a costly out number 2. That runner and Crane still at second. And it's going to take a hit here. They want to walk it off in the 8th.
Yeah, and I was just going to say a little bit of strategy if you're the Labette coach before that last play. That run at the plate doesn't mean anything because the winning run is at second. You ought to think about walking her intentionally and setting up a double play.
Well, it's going to be caught and brought in by the right fielder as the second baseman also was drifting out into that territory, got tripped up a little bit. The runner at second and one gone. Tongi cannot bring her around to score. Let's play 9, we say. Tied at 7 apiece. Regional semifinal.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
The 8th inning was not enough, so now we head into the top of the 9th on Tonganoxie Sports Live. This regional semifinal matchup between Tonganoxie and Labette County. It's coming down to the wire.
Yeah, we got the 3, 4, and 5 hitters up for Labette County as well. We got Sage still on the hill here.
One just outside. Santi trying to frame it the best she can. And this is the other thing. The more and more this game goes on in extras, the higher and higher that pitch count goes up for both Isaacs and Beery on the other side.
Yeah, if you're Sage here, you do not want to walk that leadoff hitter.
Making her way down to first base, and the strike call thrown up by the umpire. Definitely do not like to be showed up like that.
Nope.
Next pitch from Sage is looked at for a ball. Had to stop for a moment, make sure, but leadoff man is on via the walk, and one of the cardinal sins in baseball or softball is those leadoff walks. Most of the time, they won't come around and haunt you and come around and score.
Yep.
As Isaacs maybe now starting to lose her command of the strike zone.
Yeah, Weeson doubled and scored her last time up, so this is a dangerous hitter at the plate. She's doubled and scored her last 2 times up.
That one right down the middle, count even, 1 apiece.
Dangerous, dangerous hitter here.
Trying to be the hero here for the Grizzlies. Next one, swung on, fouled off. Eudora and Topeka Hayden and waiting patiently to get out on this field. The 1-2 is swung on and over the glove of Herrera at short. Vandervoort getting it in quickly. It's runners at first and second. Still nobody out. Of course, with Tonganoxie being the home team in this contest, they will have a chance if Labette County takes the lead.
See if Labette County puts a bunt on here.
I honestly would, and they do. Charging in and taking it.
Oh, no. They're not going to get the out either.
1 run will score, and that will be it. And defense really starting to fall apart here for Tonganoxie. They now trail in this game for the first time since the first inning. It is 8-7. The Grizzlies have completed the comeback. They now have the lead and a chance to add on. And this looks like this could potentially be it for Sage. Sparrow also going in to the dugout, getting a new mid, and Sage will hand the ball off to her. And that will be it for Sage inside the circle. Labette County storms back. They take the lead 8-7. They're going to give Halsa some time to warm up here. We're going to step aside and take a break. Top of the ninth, 8-7, Labette County with the lead over Tonganoxie.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Collision on the field, awesome. An awesome collision on the road, not so great.
Welcome back to Eudora High School. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. In Labette County, they have stormed back and taken the lead 8-7 and a chance to add on more. We have a pitching change as Sage Isaacs is taken out of the game. She moves over to third, where Farrah Halsa was, as she is now inside the circle. It's going to take a comeback now for Tongi. They scored all 7 of their runs within the first 3 innings and have not scored since. They have committed 4 errors in the game, heavily aiding the Grizzlies.
It looked like that was the safety squeeze put on the Labette County. But she missed the bunt. Struck her out. Big strikeout right there.
And there is the first out in the top of the 9th inning. The second inning of extras here in this game. This one low and outside. Santi keeping it in front of her. The runners at second and third for Labette County. Another hit into the outfield here. Bring the run total up to double digits for the Grizzlies.
They're getting down in the order. I wonder if they might try that squeeze again.
And this one high.
We need to get an out here.
Maslick has a hard time collecting it. Throw over to first. Not going to be in time, and that run from third came down to score. It's a 2-run lead now.
Back-to-back errors for the Lady Chieftains. That's number 5 for the Lady Chieftains.
Both teams with 5 or more errors in this game.
There goes the runner, uncontested.
And with the runner at third, no sense you're trying to make that throw to second.
No. Base hit here could be real trouble for the Lady Chieftains.
Already in a little bit of trouble now with how quiet this offense has been. Swung on, and that will get down. It's going to score 1. Runner still stays at third. Second and third again. And the run total has now hit double digits for Labette County. This game has just gone the opposite of what the Lady Chieftains were really hoping. In 7 runs in the first 3 innings, a 4-run lead. And the Labette County Grizzlies have now scored 7 unanswered. They have forced their ace for Tongi, Sage Isaacs, out of the ball game.
And Out of these last 4 runs by Labette County, 3 of them were due to errors by the Lady Chieftains. Struck Ludwig out.
It's 2 strikeouts now for Halsa.
Back to the
coming
top
in
of the order.
relief.
And Rewinkle. She struck out looking her last time up.
In for a called strike.
Got to stop the bleeding here if you want to have a chance.
Next one from Halsa is too low, below the knees for ball. Love to see her get her 3rd strikeout here.
Mm-hmm. It would be huge. Strike.
Getting closer, 2nd strike call there. Runners still stay at 2nd and 3rd for the Grizzlies. Two strike pitch is outside for a ball. The Grizzlies have put their head down. They have stormed back since the 3rd inning and 7 unanswered runs. This one skied up into the air. Clarkson dives out but cannot make the play in foul territory.
Well, what an effort, though, by Abigail.
Yeah, I think you love to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
She knows how important those 2 runs are out there.
Umpire checking on her. So all's good. We continue on. Also trying to punch her out here. Got her. Labette County didn't really like the call there, but they got to love 3 runs in the top of the 9th inning. They are 3 outs away from punching their ticket to the regional championship as they lead 10-7.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
Hey, I'm Mike Rope, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig.
And I'm Micro, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt.
It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright. Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do. And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done. Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
Do or die time now for the Lady Chieftains, down to their final 3 outs of the season. Got to score at least 3 runs here to keep this game going. Another one fouled up and out of play.
Yeah, Santa Garcia's flied out to center her last 2 times up, so she's due.
3, 4, and 5 with Garcia in there, Clarkson on deck, Halsa in the hole. Yep. And Beery, you got to think how the tables have turned in her favor. Inside the circle, she is still going strong in this game. Sage Isaacs just got knocked out in the top of the 9th inning. Bounced out of the game, I should say.
Yeah, well, but those 3 runs that were scored by Labette County, there's a good start.
That's going to leak out more closer to the fence, and she's going to hold up at first base, not wanting to risk it.
No, you don't do that. Yeah.
So Santi Garcia's on with the leadoff single. And this is the time here for Tongi because they have not scored since the 3rd inning.
No, they have not. And this brings up Clarkson, who grounded out to 3rd her last time up.
First pitch high for a ball.
We've seen her put a charge in several balls, so be a good time to gap one here.
Don't need all 3 runs.
No.
You're not going to get all 3 runs.
No, you got to play station until you get it tied up.
Just keep getting that ball into the outfield, let it fall, and
run everything out, because if you force a bad throw, that's get you on base.
Well, it's smart running on the base paths too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't want to make that first or third out at third base.
Pulled it just a little bit on the off-speed pitch.
Yeah, she was way out in front of that. If Abigail can get on here, that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Slow dribbler.
They got the lead runner.
Play will be at second. No throw over to first. So Santi. Did they call her out?
Oh, I thought they called her out.
Well, Whitman's walking out. I think.
I could have swore I saw him put the hand up.
I'm right there with you. I think he did, and I think Whitman's trying to ask maybe she saw something that umpire couldn't, because you saw him. He was behind the bag.
Well, she wouldn't be out there if he called her safe, I wouldn't think.
I mean, Santi got up, initially looked like was going to the dugout,
That's what I
and maybe Coach Whitman told her, say, no, stay there. Yeah. And there, now the call is official. She is out at first base. So Coach Whitman doing everything that she can to keep Santi safe at second, but not working there. So it's one gone. Abigail Clarkson at first base. And it comes Farrah Halsa, had 3 strikeouts in relief in the top of the 9th inning. Now comes up to bat, puts it right back up the middle and out into the outfield for a base hit. Clarkson will hold up there.
And that will bring the tying run to the plate.
A close play at second base there, but just couldn't bring it in to her glove. That's 28, Lindsey Dickerson. Again, the big bat of Savannah Booker. With 1 gone in the bottom of the 9th, first pitch she sees is taken for a strike.
She's walked twice and flied out twice.
Looking for a pitch that she can handle. Try to put it out deep into the outfield.
There you go.
That will do it.
She's going to send her. No, that's
no,
good. Good call by Coach Whitman there. Yeah, absolutely. I was hoping she wouldn't send her.
Now the Lady Chieftains trying to get a rally going here. Bases are loaded with 1 out, down 3 runs. And Vorbeck, she can clear the bases here. She will tie the game up. The designated player. She came up in a big spot her last time up. Another chance to walk it off. And grounded to a big double play.
Yeah, she did.
Big 5-3 double play.
She is really due, too, because she's grounded out. She grounded into a double play, popped out to short, struck out, and was hit by a pitch. Get down, get down, get down.
And it does get down. She made a dive for it, but couldn't bring it in. 1 run will score, 2 will score. On her way into third is Booker. Vorbeck stays at first. It is a 1-run ball game with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Just like that, the Lady Chieftains going back.
And the right fielder had the chance. Alexa Ludwig had a chance.
She laid out for it, but
just couldn't quite bring it into the glove. And now a meeting inside the circle. We will step away for a moment here. Lady Chieftains trying to rally back. They're down 10-9, 1 out, bottom of the 9th inning.
From its native roots to the bustling community it is today, Tonganoxie's past is as unique as its future. With small-town charm and big city amenities, Tonganoxie is the ideal place to grow a business and grow a family. Just 20 minutes from both Lawrence and Kansas City, Tonganoxie is perfectly positioned. Take an afternoon.
Well, with one out, let's see if Coach puts on a play here.
Crashing at a commercial break here. Tying run is at third base. Savannah Booker. A big hit into right field by Jordan Vorbeck, a 2 RBI single.
And the double play is in play here, so for the Labette County crew. So let's see if Coach Whitman might put on that safety squeeze here. Something to think about, because swinging away, you could ground into a double play.
And Tonganoxie, they must get this run at home from third to keep this game going. They have to tie. This one is swung on and missed for a strike.
Yeah, that's the winning runs at first base. You got to get this run home from third.
Another big spot for Emerson Maslick. Takes that one for a ball. Should be 2-1 to count.
Emerson struck out her last 2 times, so she's due.
Good cut in, but can't make contact. 2-2. The throw back over to third was back in safely, and she dropped it out of the mid.
It was close, though. See, that play, you cringe if you're the coach, because if she makes a wild throw down there, you have the tying run scoring.
The 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, full count, 3-2. With runners at the corner and one gone.
Now, if she walks her here and loads the bases, boy, the pressure is really on the pitcher, because another ball would lose you the ball game. Another base on ball.
Next pitch.
Uh-oh. Got her at third.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a big mistake right there.
Oh, my goodness. From the bases loaded with one out, now at first and second with 2 outs. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, she was picked off. Straying a little bit too far down, and no reason to.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I don't know. She's thrown over once. I don't know how. If you're Coach Whitman at third, how do you not tell her, just stay here? Because if it's hit into the outfield, you're going to score regardless.
Yeah.
And if it's a pop fly in the outfield, I mean, you got to have your foot on third. I don't know. That's a head scratcher.
Yeah, and Coach Whitman is standing right there at third, huh? And the throw down before was very close.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
just a poor base running blunder there by Booker.
We will have a pinch runner coming in for Jordan Vorbeck.
That's going to take a hit to tie it.
So it looks like it is.
It's Crane. We're down to our last out.
Falls on the bat of Carly Crane in the 9-hole.
She's a freshman, I think, isn't she?
It's Lila Carlton, the pinch runner, at second. A swing and a miss at that one, 0-2.
Down to our last strike.
Berry trying to send the Grizzlies to the championship, and she does. A swing and a miss. Chieftains, they rally for 2, but can't get one more across, and their season ends at a 10-9 loss in the regional semifinals to Labette County. That is a tough way to go out and end your season.
Yeah, I think when Lady Chieftains look back on this, they're going to believe that this is the game they should have won. And I think they should have.
The score was 7-3 after the third inning. Tongi offense did not score again until the bottom of this 9th inning. Potentially, we're about to have bases loaded with only 1 out. Had to throw down to third. Booker thrown out. The catcher made a throw down earlier
and it was
in
close.
the at-bat, and it was very close. Strayed too far away from third. Again, and just I'll call it's a head scratcher.
Yeah. That's just a big mistake on the base pass. So it ends up costing the Lady Chieftains a chance to play in the championship.
I mean, and it's not to say that, you go bases loaded, 1 out. It's not a guarantee you get that run across and tie the game or potentially win it. But you take away that 1 extra out you had. You could be right now sitting here with Mariah Herrera stepping in. Maybe she can make a play, but it's a tough way to end the season for a Tonganoxie softball team who really, I think as they were coming into the final weeks of the regular season, really had their eyes on one of the top 4 seeds for regionals and hosting back at home. They got the 6th seed. They got in the regional group with Eudora, who they beat earlier in the year, the defending 4A state champions, Eudora. And were so close. It looked like, after the 3rd inning, it looked like that they were going to be on their way with their ace, Sage Isaacs, inside the circle. She did not have her best stuff today, did not play her best game. I think if you asked her that, she would say the same.
Yep.
It's just all way around that it's a tough loss. It really is.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a really tough loss. It's one of those, and we had mentioned it earlier for both Labette County and Tongi, that there were moments in the game where if this game doesn't end up your way, you're going to look back at this one first. And I think there were plenty, especially in those late 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings for Tongi, that they can look back on and say that we had them right there, and we didn't take advantage of it.
Well, the Lady Chieftains ended up giving up having 4 errors that led to several costly runs here. At least I'm looking at least 3 runs on errors. The Lady Chieftains were recipients of 7 errors by the Labette County Grizzlies, but come up a run short. And really, the middle part of the game was what turned the tide, because after that 4-run 3rd inning, the Lady Chieftains did not score until extra innings.
It's how many errors again between both teams?
Labette County had 7 and Tongi had 4, so there was double-digit errors in the game. So shows there's a little bit of nerves on these postseason games.
Yeah, but for 2 teams that qualified, got into the regional semifinal, and 11 errors combined between the 2 teams, I mean, that is just almost unheard of.
Yeah, that's a lot,
especially from Labette County. You commit 7
of
those 11, you still come out victorious.
Yeah, I would be willing to bet that neither team has made that many errors all year.
Yeah, just another unfortunate, heartbreaking way. I mean, nobody is out in the outfield. They've gotten the circle and this huddle, and nobody has really moved. I think there's a lot of stunned and shocked faces.
There's a lot of tears out there for those seniors. You know what that's like, walking off the field for the last time.
For the very last time, and especially in that fashion. I mean, it was an upset. It's tough. You come in as a 6 and 11 seed. Is it really an upset? I mean, yeah, it's an upset. You blow a 4-run lead when your opponent's committed 7 errors. That's an upset. And the rally, like we talked about, the hallmark of Lady Chieftains softball over the years when they were going to state tournaments was timely hitting. I mean, they came through and got runners across when it really mattered the most, and they struggled with that after the 3rd inning. They came alive in the 9th inning, and I think it's going to come down a lot to that throw down to 3rd, Savannah Booker being thrown out. Not the first throw down, but the second one. It just makes it even a little bit more bizarre.
Yeah,
in a sense.
And like we said, partner, I mean, I don't think we can lay it all on Booker, because
no.
Coach Whitman's standing right next to her, and she saw the throw before. So
I agree.
I would tell her, you need to shorten that up, because. But anyway, they didn't. She got thrown out, and that really did seem to turn the tide. Took the wind out of the Lady Chieftains' sails right there.
And so that'll do it for the Lady Chieftains. Their overall record on the 2023 season ends at 13-8, a loss in the regional semifinal matchup against Labette County. They fall 10-9 in extras, bottom of the 9th inning. And Labette County now coming in as the 11th seed. They await the winner of Eudora, the defending 4A state champions, and Topeka Hayden in the regional championship game. So one more ticket has been punched. I'll go over it again here real quick for anyone still sticking around. It's Wamego, the number 1 overall seed, St. George Rock Creek, the 12th seed, out of the regional groups 1 and 4 respectively. And now we got either Labette County, Topeka Hayden, or Eudora will come out of the 3rd regional group and go on to Salina. And with that does bring it into our 2022-2023 season coverage here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. This has been now the third year that we have been doing this, and it's crazy. It hasn't felt like 3 years. It's flown by, but I guess they say time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, and it's been a blast, partner. It's been a blast working with you, and looking forward to kicking off the next season, the next football season. I think it's going to be pretty exciting for the Tonganoxie Chieftains.
Hopefully going to be very, very exciting. But I want to thank everybody for all their support. Cody Witt, the principal, and Josie Eastis, the athletic director at Tonganoxie High. They are big supporters of what we do here at Tonganoxie Sports Live. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without them. All the support from the amazing parents and family, the student athletes. Our sponsors. Couldn't do anything without any of their support, and we just have loved
every minute of it.
Absolutely. I mean, it always warms my heart whenever we go to a game, and if we're setting up or we're tearing down or we're leaving, there's always somebody that'll come up and say, we got people that live out of town or out of the country. They live in a different, from coast to coast. We always hear these stories about how we've provided these moments for those people, and that's really what makes it so
And
rewarding.
some of the grandparents that just can't make the trip to the ballpark, they're able to watch their loved ones on Tonganoxie Sports Live. So.
Oh, and then these big moments for these athletes too. I mean, they're here on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
they can go
forever.
They can go back. They can download the videos, save it, whatever, and it's there forever. It's a keepsake, in a sense. And we hope that the good, gracious people at Tonganoxie High will bring us back for year 4 tomorrow. Hopefully, you and I back on the call with the headsets. And I guess that is that. We're going to wrap it up here. Again, thank you, everybody, for following us along. It's been a fun 2022-2023 athletic season following these Tonganoxie Chieftains. We look forward to seeing you in the fall at the start of football season. And should be an exciting, a good football team coming up this fall. Hopefully we can make a run with them. So for one last time, for summer break, alongside my broadcast partner, Dennis Drennan, I'm Dylan Funk. Thank you for joining us on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We will see you soon.
Watching Tonganoxie High School athletics on your new home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.